Oke, eee, selamat, malam semuanya. Telah meluangkan waktu untuk hadir di acara Cinema Divina. Saya akan memberikan dulu semacam pre-lecture, eee, tentang Movie to the Wonder ini supaya kalian ada pemahaman yang lebih, jelas tentang, film ini sendiri. Supaya juga jangan bingung, karena tapi juga tidak menjamin, ya, karena mungkin, kalian banyak tidak terbiasa dengan movie seperti ini. Tapi alasan saya mengapa menunjukkan film ini juga karena kita bisa belajar tentang tema ini tentang love, romantic love, ya dari berbanyak sisi ya. Ketika itu juga kita bisa belajar dari budaya dan juga dari movie, juga dari kitab suci dan sebagainya. Oke. Saya mulai dulu dengan, eee, the director, yaitu, Terrence Malick. Ya, dia, eee, lahir tahun 1943, background-nya dia punya, background di filosofi, BA in filosofi, eee, lulus dari Harvard College. Dia Lebanese American, sebenarnya gitu ya, background-nya itu orang keturunan Lebanon. Dia belajar ke Oxford, belajar filosofi, tapi tidak pernah selesai PhD-nya. Dia cuma ada B.Phil saja di Magdalen College di Oxford, tidak selesai. Meskipun begitu, tapi dia dapat kesempatan mengajar di MIT tahun 68. Tapi kemudian dia hengkang dari MIT, dan kemudian belajar studi film di American Film Institute tahun 69. Jadi itu sedikit tentang background dia. Jadi dia seorang filsuf, seorang filosofer. Sebenarnya dia besar dalam tradisi Anglikan, seperti itu. Itu sedikit tentang background dia. Jadi dia seorang filsuf ya sebenarnya. Dan kemudian dia sendiri lebih terkenal sebagai seorang sutradara. He was well known as a movie director. Oke. Directing style dia bukan sekedar entertainment. Biasanya kalau orang bicara movie itu the director itu about entertainment seperti itu. Tapi dia lebih tentang poetry of life. Jadi dia sebenarnya seorang priest yang sermonize through movie ya. Jadi dia preaching through the movie. Itu jadi role yang dia pakai. Jadi movie itu sebagai katedral bagi dia. Orang berkumpul semua have transcendent experience. So it's about spirituality. Bagi dia movie is about spirituality, not only about entertainment. Jadi itu perlu dipahami sehingga kalau kalian mencari entertainment di sini mungkin tidak tepat, banyak akan kecewa. Oke? Tema-tema besar dia yaitu human life diminishes between overarching majesty of the world. Gitu ya. Dan kemudian our problem is significance in the radiant beauty of the world. So he should show the beauty of the world. That's his current concurrent theme in his movie. Okay. So we are all created here. Kita semua adalah makhluk ciptakan Tuhan. Dan semua kita ini berkaitan semua karena kita semua makhluk ciptaan Tuhan. Created in spiritual sense. We are created, tapi kita juga punya spiritual longing seperti itu di tiap kita. Jadi itu tema-tema dia yang berusaha dia kaitkan semua di film-film dia. Tema besar lagi yang khususnya itu ada harmoni between the universe. All humanity belong to cosmic soul. There's always conflict between reason and instinct. Reason and instinct, agrarian industry, and secular and transcendence. Itu ada konflik-konflik yang dia coba ceritakan dari film-film dia. Itu signature theme dari Terrence Malick. Oke. Sedikit background itu kita sudah tahu. Kali tahu jadi masuk ke sini apa kira-kira movie ini gaya dia bagaimana. Jangan berharap ini entertainment yang biasa ada ya seperti kejar-kejaran mobil seperti itu, the chasing car, that's different. His style is very different. Okay, but be careful with that karena orang sering bosan juga merasa begitu karena he try to show the majesty of the world. Okay, ini saya review sedikit film dia pertama tahun 73 itu Badland judulnya. Itu dibintangi oleh Martin Sheen. Jadi ini the debut of Martin Sheen ketika itu. Martin Sheen masih muda ya. Tahun 73, October 15, 1973. At the same time, that's the same year when abortion became legal in the United States. That's January 22nd, 1973, the same year. The same year, Malick made his directorial debut in the movie of Badlands, okay? What is the theme in Badland? Okay, this actually is about the paradise lost, okay? Paradise is Adam and Eve. Mereka expelled from Garden of Eden. So, Holly and Kit, this is Martin Sheen and Sissy Spacek, is the modern Adam and Eve here. That's the theme here. And here that you can see that the beauty of the world here, human life diminishes with the overarching majesty of the world. And then there's instinct versus reason, because as teenager, they just uses the instinct to run away from the parents, and that means that just want to pursue their love with the reasons. Jadi that's the theme is here about the modern day Adam and Eve, ya. Jadi kalian perlu lihat ini. That's consistent in his Paradise Lost. But here, Holly and Kit as the modern day Adam and Eve. Okay. Ini 73 is quite successful, that movie. Things right? It's pretty successful at the time. As things that and then 78. This is his second movie. Okay. Days of Heavens. This is Richard Gere. His debut. So tahun 73 he make an orbit of Martin Sheen, and 78 this is the things that he bring, I mean, Richard Gere at the time his first successful movie. It's won the Academy Award of Best Cinematography, right? And Best Director of Cannes Film Festival. And 78, the same year, John Paul II was elected as the Pope. So released September 13, and then a month later, John Paul II was elected as the Pope. So this is interesting. I mean, sequence, you can say coincidence, but this is same thing happened at the same time. Right? Very successful movie in terms of award, but not successful in box office. It won Academy Award, it won Cannes, but not successful in the box office. Okay, what happened in this movie? Hold on here. All right, right. You see here, Days of Heavens. Again, this is about instinct versus reasons, but this is talking about Cain and Abel. Okay, Badland is about Adam and Eve. This is about Cain and Abel. So these two men is the modern day of Cain and Abel. So that's the story. I just want to make it short because we don't have a lot of time here. Again, human life diminishes between the approaching majesty of the world. Again, the beauty of things that the creations like that. So this is the theme that he highlighted all the time. So this is about Cain and Abel this time, the theme. Interestingly, after 78, Malick stopped making movie. After he won, I mean, the Oscar, this movie won Academy Award, and he won the Best Director Cannes Film Festival. He felt burned out. He stopped making movie. All right, this is interesting. His next movie was not until 1998, which is the things that the Thin Red Line. The Thin Red Line. So 1998. This is based on the novel, I think that James Joyce Thin Red Line, nominated 7 Academy Awards, but I think did not win anything, including the Best Director. But he won Golden Bear at Berlin Film Festival. released December 25th, 1998. The same year, things that when John Paul II issued the Fides et Ratio, the Faith and Reason encyclical. So Malik also wanted to talk about instinct and reasons. He's very coincident, I think, with the time that John Paul II issued the encyclical on Fides et Ratio, Faith and Reasons. 1998, the same year. You can see that Sean Penn, that's I think that George Clooney, John Cusack, I think that there's many, I mean, a big John Travolta play in this movie, Thin Red Line, okay? Thin Red Line, again, the story about Paradise Conquered here, the Battle of Guadalcanal. But here, this man, I think that is the main character, he's more a figure of mercy. So here's the new Adam here. Malik want to show there's a new Adam among the soldiers that are fighting in the Battle of Guadalcanal. And he's the creator who is walking among his creations. Pretty much he's the character of Jesus Christ that he want to show. So here, I think that, right? So the paradise is here, I think that Battle of Guadalcanal, a paradise of conquer, but then there is the new Adam who tried to regain the paradise as a figure of mercy. Right? So he, like Jesus who walked on the world, the creator also walking among his creation. This figure. The Thin Red Line, okay? The same year, you know that, I think that released Saving Private Ryan. The same year when Thin Red Line was released, and it nominated 7 Academy Award nominations, and Saving Private Ryan 5 nominations, but it won. Saving Private Ryan won Oscar. Malik did not win. He was, successful movie, but it was not successful in the Oscar. Only nominated 7 Academy Award, but did not win anything, including the Best Director. He lost to Steven Spielberg, who won the Academy Award with Saving Private Ryan. Well, I think that it's hard for people to understand his concept, maybe because Saving Private Ryan is really about the war movie, but here I think he just wants to show the new Adam in this movie. After Paradise Lost, okay. So the next 1990, I think that 2005, 7 years later, so he stopped again. He issued a new movie. He made a new movie. It's The New World. This is based on the Disney Pocahontas. Okay, if any of you that watched this movie, Pocahontas story, it was 1995. I think that all, but he adapted to the big screen, but tweaked it. Okay, 2005. Nominated only for the best cinematography, but did not win in Academy Award. But at least I think the actress here, she won, I think, the Outstanding Actress in the Alma Award. Released 2005, in the same year with John Paul II died, and Pope Benedict was elected as the Pope. It was released on December 5th, 25th, 2005. The same day when Pope Benedict issued God is Love, Deus Caritas Est. Again, it's kind of coincidence, but in the same year Pope Benedict was elected as the Pope that he released the movie. Okay, what is about the theme of this movie? Okay, again, the longing for the paradise lost. We want to go back to paradise, okay? But here, the theme is things that about the new Eve. Before, a story about the new Adam, but now the new Eve, because she is bought the tree of life and tree of knowledge, and here she planted the seed of kindness for the new world, and she weaves all things together, all things to her. She's the center here. She's the new Eve. This is actually that allusion to the Blessed Mother, to the Virgin Mary. So this is his movie, The New World. Okay, the same year, The New World was released. Malik was competing with this movie, Brokenback Mountain. This movie just won the Academy Award. You can see that while this movie is about individual passions, which is the sexual passion as highest virtue, here this movie, Malik talked about restraint, trust, selflessness, and sacrifice. It's very different theme, of course. But the movie did not win any Oscar, and the one Oscar is the Brokenback Mountain, story about two homosexual couple. Okay. So in generals, so you can see his progression here: 73, 78, 98, and 2005. So he only made 4 movies during those years. That's right. But I think that he nonetheless create the aura is really, I think, that mysterious but successful, I think, that movie director. So many people really gravitate, want to work with him and work for his movie. Although his sounds, I mean, that unpredictable, is hard to follow his genre, and I think that, but he already have persona as successful director. Then 2011, he made another movie. That's The Tree of Life, right? Here, I think that received 3 Oscar nominations, including the Best Director. Is awarded the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. Released May 16, 2011. This is again Universal Longing of Lost Paradise. It's about the battle between nature and grace. The way of nature, the way of grace, that nature is represented by the father, played by Brad Pitt, and grace by the mother. The point here, I think, is that Matthew 7, 13, 14, enter to narrow gate. So this is about, I think, that this movie. So how that we all want to go to heaven, go back to paradise, but we have to enter the narrow gate. You know, the way of nature, the way of grace to go back there. I think that based on the Revelations, you know, the Tree of Life. I think is that Tree of Life is we only know the Tree of Good and Evil, but the Tree of Life. So here, I think that he referred to the Book of Revelations. As you can see that about the quote that I cited there, I think that lives tree is medicine for the nations. So we all that have longing to go back to paradise and be healed and cured from our defects and our original sins. So that's the things that the theme in the Tree of Life. This is, I think, quite successful in the sense that I think that's 3 Oscar nominations. Although he did not win again, I think that the Best Director. The same year, I think that the box office movie is about The Girl with Dragon Tattoo. This is the one that success. Tree of Life, I think that limited success in some way, but not box office. The Girl with Dragon Tattoo, that's the one, I think, that 2011, that's, I think, become the box office. Well, The Girl with Dragon Tattoo is represent the dying Christian West. The background is Sweden. Here, I think that, as I said before, paradise regained through nature and grace. Very 2 different themes. Again, people are interested to watch this, and more about people interested here to what Dragon Tattoo. Okay, now we going to see what happened tonight. This is about To the Wonder, okay? Yang kita tunggu-tunggu. This Venice Film Festival nominated for Golden Lion, won the Cygnus Award, released April 12th. And the same year, Pope Benedict resigns, and the same year, Pope Francis was elected as the Pope. Again, is coincidence? Well, that's reality. So the To the Wonder star Olga Kurylenko, Ben Affleck, Rachel McAdams, and Javier Bardem, right? We're going to watch it tonight. Just little introductions. Okay, the same year, there also this different movie. It's about Lust and Loneliness. Its box office is Don John. About, I think that here about Ben Affleck with 2 different women that tangle between a man with 2 different women. Here, Don John also been Scarlett Johansson and Julianne Moore. This movie, but this movie more about lust and loneliness. But in this movie, Terrence Malick, you will have theological meditations on love. This the 2 different things again. Interestingly, around the same time, Ben Affleck also made a play in this movie, Gone Girl. To the Wonder is about hope and grace in marriage life. But this movie, different movie, that revenge against patriarchy about marriage life. It's again two juxtaposed positions that between movie that made by Malik, the different movie by, I think, the play by Ben Affleck. This is the things that Gone Girl. So two very different themes and two different stories. It seems the things that Gone Girl were more successful in box office than To the Wonder. So these four main characters, Father Quintana, Jane, Neil, and Marina. All of them will have, that struggling, restless soul. Mereka semua bergulat dengan berbagai macam persoalan seperti itu. If you learn from St. Augustine Confessions, soul is the locus and place of memory. Soul is the home of human emotions, hope, dreams, sensations, and collective experiences. So soul is very important in St. Augustine theology. And he said that our heart is not, rest until we find our rest in God. Ya. Jadi satu pertanyaan nanti saya diskusikan oleh Steph dan oleh Bang Jo. So which one between the four of them you think that in their struggle, their soul is wrestling, that really find peace, you think, in the end, between four of them? So we can discuss about that. And each of us also have struggling in our soul. But which one that you think that from these four characters that really have, that find their ground in some ways? At least find peace with their soul. Itu satu tema. This important. Pay attention to this. Scene, and this is something Mont Saint Michael Abbey. In French, La Merveille, which is To the Wonder. This becomes the title of this movie. This monastery was established by Mont Saint Michael monks in the 9th century. Well, now it's mostly a things that a touristic place, but historically, this is a thing that monastery. So this is central to the movie, okay? So this is the things that monastery by Mont Saint Michael monks. Kalau yang sempat belajar tentang teologi dari Thomas Aquinas, itu kalian tahu there's this theme exitus reditus, the exit and returns, yang keluar dan yang masuk. That's the basic theology of Thomas Aquinas. Everything come from God and return to God. From God come to man, and we will return to man. So this is the things that the theory, I think, that Malik tried to use this theory to portray this movie, okay? So this is Ben Affleck and Olga Kurylenko, Neil and Marina with the background here. They start, I think, in this scene, okay? So come from paradise and hope to return to paradise. Exitus reditus. You remember this? This is the basic theology of Aquinas, basically. Okay? So here, God is love. Exitus, God sent his love, only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. Christ renew his creations. So here, coming out. And new reditus, back to God through the Christ resurrections. Right? And here, movie start with this scene and finish with this scene. With Mont Saint Michael Abbey tadi. Mulai dari situ, kembali ke situ juga. Jadi itu yang dipakai oleh Malik untuk melukiskan film ini. Jadi, coming from God, from Christ, and God is love. And so our love here related, I think, with that. And then we are back, I think, that to God's love tadi. Jadi, mulai di sini, movie itu, Exitus, the human pursuit of love is fractured, selfish, and distemper. So this all the scene here, this all human love, but selfish, fractured, distemper, but the tide of grace always flowing and bring us back to God. So start from here, from this scene, and going back to this scene. So first shot in Mont Saint Michael Abbey and returning there, Exitus reditus. So this, you understand this movie. So in between, what happened here is this the human love, which is things that fracture with selfishness and against that temptation, but still there's always grace who redeem us. Yeah, things that this one the scene is love make us two, one in you and me, kata dia seperti itu kan, dari Neil and Marina. And he said, if you love love me, I need nothing else. Jadi seperti ini. Ini karena masih di mabuk cinta lah. Kurang lebih seperti Bang Joe dan Cindy lah saat ini ya. Sedang di mabuk cinta. So, yeah. If you love me, I need nothing else. Dia bilang seperti itu. So Olga Kurylenko bilang begitu ya. And we are together, kata dia. Dunia milik berdua, semuanya pun terasa indah seperti itu. Itu lebih jelasnya bisa tanyakan kepada Bang Joe dan Cindy karena mereka sedang merasakan itu. Tapi kemudian from the scene of Paris and France, they moved to Oklahoma. So Olga Kurylenko began to question what is really love about. And so the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma. So she began to struggle here, right? Love being tested. And in this movie, you see parallel here to The Wonder. And one girl. Here he said that all we did was resent each other, control each other, and cause each other pain. He said that's marriage. Is that true that marriage is about controlling each other, resent each other, and cause pain? But here, Ben Affleck and Olga Marina and Neil also began to feel that in their relationship, the pain.